Well, Coach, while much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff, no such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Down, 10 Lobo, Blue Jaw Hawkins. Jumper.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It got his man. Complete. 36 yards on the play. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Dolphins' 33-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They look to throw. It's Locke. We'll find Royce Freeman, the running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Here's Lindsey. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Okay, ready?
58 for Mike. So we got man. Hey, watch out.
On 2nd and 12, Locke eluding the pressure right. He'll find Lindsey here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready up.
Mike, 58, right there. Rip left.
Christian Travis.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard. but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
They'll run on first down. It's Hogan. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yeah. Let's make these babies
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip. Tight dog. Watch out. Kill.
80 weapon.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Shoot!
General West.
Check.
Off play action. Cornelius. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
To throw on third down, Cornelius. Now they go screen. It's complete. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's go. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 50.
On first and 10, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
On play action, Locke. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it second and 6. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Check the team. Recon, 132 fighter. Go, go.
Lock to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Third and inches.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Dolphins, nothing.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches.
First down.
Here we go, set. 60 or.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Spin.
Lock now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, but it's going to be second down.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Longer John. At 58.
Block will try again on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Steps away to his left. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. What's the
61, Matchbox Lights. Let's go.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Delta.
52, 52. All day, all day. Kill. Check 43.
You're out. Hit it.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
Their own 46-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hatchet, hatchet.
Topper, topper.
Watch twist, watch twist. Wide, get wide.
Now.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, exit. 6-6 get it.
Clock now on first down. He completes this to Sutton. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Block now, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Come on, set. 10 logo.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
Man up, D. He's coming. We got double up.
X3. 218, chopper. Go.
Mike's 56. Silver.
5.
On first down, Hogan.
That's where you belong.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. First carry for the fullback, Aaron Ripkowski. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Here we go, here we go. 60 or
56. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Pick the edge. Go.
Greystone, travel.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
56. Ready? Check 50.
Look at me. Door. Yo, go.
56.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Cornelius. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Leonard Williams in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter up in Minneapolis. The Vikings opening their lead up to 2 touchdowns now. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Hey, wahoo!
From midfield, here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch his slant.
Go. Hey, Zoo. General West.
Mike 20. Here we go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
Let's go.
Ready, set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cornelius is going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection. That time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
It's now third down and 14.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Monday.
Mark 22, Mark 22.
Right here.
Bravo.
Mark 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
A first throw for the backup Rosen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
You must be dreaming. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
Check.
Now Locke throwing on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Block off of play action. And an alley to run. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Hey, alert, alert.
They'll run on first down. It's Hogan. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the Broncos' 22-yard line.
Mark 56. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Check.
No. Off. Play it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hogan. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Monday. 1 yard.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. On 3rd down, here's Wilson. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Sanders' kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
At the 22-yard line.
Another run by Lindsey. He finds some open field here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 78 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Got four now. Mike's 22, Mike's 22. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Mike 22.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Ready to break.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, That's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Matchbox lights. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 3rd down, Lindsey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Miami as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Here's Bryan Anger now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Grant. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Check 26, check 26. Right over there. Yeah. My go.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd and 5.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun on third down, Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. Well, that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Throwing on first down is Locke. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Let's go now. 60 or.
Here we go, D.
Hey, Alpha.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Shit.
From the gun, it's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. On first down, Locke. Trying to lay one up deep. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Let's get it. Mike 56.
Throwing again on second down. Rosen. Open is Swaim, the tight end.
Complete to Jeff Swaim. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here I come. Mike 56, Mike 56. They gonna need some therapy after this. 56.
Middle.
Right there, 56. Get that quarterback.
Go.
On third down, Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hug. Hey, high 7.
56. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On second down now, it's Hogan, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Hey, box drop.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded inside the 5. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
On the ready. X3. 218. Chop.
A lot going to throw it here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Leo!
SOS.
Ready?
Throwing now is Locke. Going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he's got Miller. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take... Take a break.
Let's go. 8, read.
I'm here all day.
Greystone, travel. Hey, exit.
Everyone, Mike 20.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Xavier Howard.
80 weapons.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, wahoo! Let's go.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. McManus now for the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Makes the score. Broncos 34, Dolphins 3. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done,